Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, The Wealthy Mindset. It's yours truly, Money Making Mitch. And as usual guys, this is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence and research. So there's a lot of things associated with the EV industry that a lot of people are not thinking about. But the Emperor William Lee, the CEO of NIO, is always thinking ahead of the game. He made a remark recently while doing a factory tour. He said larger batteries cause more damage to roads. You heard that right. William Lee's remark is indeed worth noteworthy industry reflection. However, the current reality is that large batteries and long range remain among the most intuitive and persuasive hard metrics for users when placing orders. Because of range anxiety, people need that battery that can take them further. That's people who own EVs without battery swapping. But at what cost is that bringing? Well, recently during a live stream at NIO's Factory 2 in Haifa, facing nearly 100 entrepreneurs and financial writer Wu Xiaobo, NIO founder William Lee made a remark that could be considered inopportune. Yes, you heard that word right. In EV circles, when discussing range, the larger the battery, the more damage it does to roads, he said. At a time when most automakers are still promoting bigger battery, longer range as a marketing point, William Lee's words were like a bucket of cold water in the industry. It seems like doom and gloom. It seems like it was a bad thing to say. To prolong, and I quote, to prolong a smartphone's battery life, the solution is simple. Just make the battery bigger. But then the phone turns into a brick. Cars are the same. People are crazily putting more and more batteries into EVs, and sure, the range number looks great, but the vehicle weight soars. Safety risk rises, and more importantly, road damage intensifies. William Lee cited this example. Globally, many countries impose weight taxes on heavy vehicles because the heavier the vehicle, the greater the wear and tear it inflicts on the roads and bridges. And I know that all too well here in America. You go over a bridge, according to the size of, the vehicle you're driving, you pay a higher toll because of the weight. But NEVs in pursuit of longer range have kept adding battery capacity, increasing vehicle weight as a result. Take the Zeekr 007 100 kilowatt ternary lithium battery as an example. It weighs around 596 kilograms, just the battery. Well over half a ton. Larger batteries not only increase vehicle weight and material cost, but also indirectly reduce charging efficiency. Another thing people are not taking into consideration. Accelerate tire wear, bringing more cost to the consumer, and hasten infrastructure degradation, costing the counties more money due to road damage. From William Lee's perspective, cautioning against single-minded range breakthroughs makes sense instead of blindly enlarging battery packs. So it's very interesting that he's saying this because NIO is getting into the battery business yet again with the help of a partnership. And we're probably getting ready to reveal a battery that takes you further, just like with our semi-solid state battery, but with less weight and less density. So it says, he says it may be better to improve battery energy density, build out charging and battery swap networks, and treat car and battery as separate cost entities. Using battery swapping to alleviate range anxiety, to many this sounds like a more systematic and sustainable solution. It's just basic common sense, my dear lads. Yet on the other side of the coin lie the disadvantages of smaller batteries, which are also real. For NIO users, battery swapping is indeed convenient, but the vehicle own range is not outstanding, but still ahead of the industry. Even with a nationwide battery swap network, frequent long-distance travel or sudden swapping needs are still not always seamless, and that's why they came up with upgradable batteries. So, from industry trends, it's clear large batteries or long range remain among the most straightforward and most persuasive hard metric for consumers at a purchase time for those who don't choose battery swapping. For example, with recently launched models Leap Motor and Xpeng and even Xiaomi have priced their long range trims very competitively. Leap Motor BO1 is 16,400, CLTC range 650 kilometers, which haven't been verified, but that's what they're claiming. Xpeng G7 reaches 702 kilometers, and Xiaomi boasted 835 kilometers, all with heavier batteries. Excuse me, guys. From market feedback, these models are indeed selling well. Consumers use their money to show their stance, until they start seeing the wear and tear on their tires and they have to start paying a heavier toll. Just to name a few. I might not use it frequently, but I can do without it. So, returning to William Lee's reflection, while the weight, safety, risk, and infrastructure wear from oversized batteries are indeed concerns that the industry should heed, this does not mean the large battery route is not going to end anytime soon. Until energy density sees revolutionary breakthroughs, there's no easy shortcut to achieve long range. You need big batteries to reduce weight, or the semi-solid state battery, but that's expensive. That's why it comes under battery as a service. You need more expensive high energy density cells or more complex charging and swap infrastructure, which NIO is building out at a massive rate. We added another 4. We've been adding 4 swap stations per day now. There's no path that makes both entirely effortless. So it will take time, but NIO is yet again ahead of the game. I hope you guys found this video yet again to be informational, inspirational, and motivational. If so, guys, don't forget to hit that thumbs up right there. It takes a lot of time to do these videos and editing. And if you haven't yet subscribed, you might want to think about doing so, because in this channel, we're waking up the middle class for the first time to get a major piece of the pie from the ground level up as to how the games are played on Wall Street. And like 50 said, we get rich or we die trying, guys.